SummerSlam, the second biggest WWE pay-per-view of the year, boasting some of the most exceptional matches for the company since its inception 34 years ago. From unexpected heel turns to extraordinary matches, here are the top 5 moments from SummerSlam. Kicking off the list with number 5, we have Cena vs. Punk. The age-old rivalry between John Cena and CM Punk rekindled when Punk returned to the WWE after leaving the company with the championship at Money in the Bank. By that time, Cena had already fought his way through a harrowing tournament to be crowned champ once again, creating quite the conundrum. For the first time in WWE history, there were 2 World Heavyweight Champions. The two fought tooth and nail in one of the most exhilarating matches in SummerSlam main event history. And at the final bell, Punk pinned Cena for the title, becoming the undisputed WWE Champion. If that wasn't enough for one night, Kevin Nash shows up and incapacitates Punk with a powerbomb, allowing Albert Del Rio to cash in his Money in the Bank contract to snag the title. And this is just number 5. For number 4, we have The Rock versus Brock. This blockbuster main event for SummerSlam 2002 featured the rise of the youngest WWE champion of all time, and the end of an era for one of the greatest wrestlers to ever step into the squared circle. Brock Lesnar defeated The Rock in 21 minutes, becoming the youngest ever WWE heavyweight champion in history. With Paul Heyman as his legal representative, he would go on to become the face of the company for the next 10 years. Up next, at number 3, we have the rise of the Authority. The main event of SummerSlam saw John Cena face off against Daniel Bryan for the WWE Heavyweight title, with Triple H as the special guest referee. It was a long and grueling battle, ending with Bryan retaining the championship. Adding to the tension was Randy Orton, ominously coiled up outside the ring, ready to strike with the Money in the Bank briefcase in hand. And strike he did, cashing in the MITB contract post a devastating pedigree, compliments of the guest referee. Triple H handed Orton the win, coronating Orton's 7th World Championship reign and sparking the rise of the Authority, a wonderfully crafted storyline that would ultimately add Batista and the Shield to its fold. At number 2, I get it, 2, we have the Bella Twins sibling rivalry. The Crypto.com arena, formerly known as the Staples Center, was rife with bitter blood relations in August of 2014, when Brie Bella was to battle the chairman's daughter, Stephanie McMahon. Brie had victory in the bag, that is, until she was betrayed by Nikki, her own flesh and blood. A pedigree from Stephanie, and it was game over for Brie in one of the biggest betrayals in SummerSlam history. And finally, at number 1, we have the outright destruction of John Cena. SummerSlam 2014 had perhaps what has become the single most one-sided main event in SummerSlam history. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, faced Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Lesnar set Cena's GPS for Suplex City, then proceeded to drive Cena pillar to post, landing suplex after suplex after suplex. In the end, Cena was gassed. One F5 later, and Cena had reached his destination, his back on the canvas for a 3 count. I guess you could say Lesnar could see Cena as he took down one of the WWE's most mainstream champions while giving new meaning to the words ruthless aggression. It looks like the ref is giving me the go home sign, guys, so let's wrap it up. If you enjoyed this foray into SummerSlam shenanigans, be sure to leave us a like. And for more content just like this, slam that subscribe button. Cut the mic and hit my music. I'm out of here.